Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Movie Talk. I'm Grim Reaper, and today we're going to talk about Ghostbusters, the reboot. So, if y'all guys have read, sorry, thirsty. If you guys have already seen like posts for the new Ghostbusters and the new cast, it's an all-female cast. I don't know how to feel about this. I really don't. I just don't. It's not that I don't care that I care it's a female cast. I really don't care. It's just that they're going through a reboot when they're having trouble with the third one, trying to get it going. Bill Murray kept on going, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and no. Only if I come back no, yes, no. So with his indecisiveness on doing the script, doing the movie because with the script the way it was or the way he wanted it, it kind of hurt the momentum. Actually, no, it did hurt the momentum of the movie. Then with the passing of Harold Ramis, that really definitely put a big old, I don't know, on the Ghostbusters 3. Now, with the passing of Harold Ramis, that, for me personally, I grew up on the original Ghostbusters, and, with his passing, it was like, wow, Egon's dead, and, what are we going to do? Now, that'd be a great premise for Ghostbusters 3, with the passing of Egon. Peter had left, and they didn't get a replacement for him. That'd be a good storyline to start off right there, for Ghostbusters 3. Egon just passed away, from whatever cause you want to put, and Vickman left and didn't, was just, couldn't deal with it, or left before for other reasons, and Egon passes away, and you're left with Winston and Ray Stantz, and they're just gonna, they're trying to find replacements for themselves because they can't do it anymore. And you're going to feel with they'll help with the research and they'll help with the equipment and all that. And them trying to get over the death of Egon. That'd be a pretty cool movie with the, them trying to get over their death. And I think it would definitely breathe life into the franchise itself. The first two were amazing movies. I mean, phenomenal. The special effects were pretty awesome back in the day. Some of the effects still kind of hold up. I love watching it. I watched it. What was it like? Halloween week. Actually, this Halloween that just passed, I watched Ghostbusters 1 and 2. It was around 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I watched Ghostbusters. Then after that, on part 2. Yeah, I mean, the movies are still awesome. I still love the movies. Great memorable moments, movie lines, and all that. And I understand, that they're having issues. But then with the reboot that they're doing right now, you have Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, and these other two new up-and-comers that are, from SNL, and they're going to be paving the way into, other comedies and other films in the future. And you have Paul Feig trying to, who's helming this film as well, going to be starting to shoot in the summertime in New York for, I believe it's a next year, 2016 movie release. With that being said, Melissa McCarthy is a funny actress. She could do serious roles as well. Kristen Wiig did Bridesmaid, didn't want to do a sequel when they were talking about doing it. She said no. So I don't know how her longevity as an actress for a franchise movie is going to be, if she's going to be willing to come back to do another one, because that's where you would put your money on an actor or an actress wanting to come into the movie if they're willing to do multiple pictures. If they say no, then you say sorry, goodbye. Don't waste our time to get invested in a certain character, and then that character's not going to be there, or the actor or actress is not going to be there, and you have somebody else. Then you're like, I have to get acclimated to another actor or actress portraying that role, and it just sucks sometimes. You sit there like, wow. Take this for example. So, like with Taken 1 and 2, you had one actor playing Stewart, and then part 3, a different actor playing the same guy. You like, wait, who the hell is it? Wait, what's going on here? So that kind of thing is really annoying to us, people who watch movies, and you're like, wait a minute, that's the same. And while you're trying to figure out who the hell that guy is or who the hell that lady is, it's like, or you're already halfway through, like, oh, that is so and so. It's like, come on, it's that kind of thing gets annoying. So with that being said, with the whole reboot, it's to get the franchise going and start a whole new franchise going. Also, rumors of having another all-man cast Ghostbusters movie. That's gonna be a reboot. That's gonna be a shared universe between the two and build a crossover back and go back and forth. It sounds like a cool idea. I don't know if that's even gonna work, because if it works, I'll be surprised. I don't know if it'll work at all. I know they had Channing Tatum is one of the names that was being thrown around. There's a couple of other actors that would be thrown around, but I know his name was predominantly thrown around as one of the actors that were going to be coming in for one of the leads. Then you have Dan Aykroyd saying, "Well, I will hope this franchise this movie does very well. Breathes life into the Ghostbusters universe, and then that way we can get a Ghostbusters 3. He is still clinging on to doing a Ghostbusters 3. He goes, we have several scripts, we could work around and try to rewrite it, because there's some, certain storylines that we have without certain characters. I feel for Dan Aykroyd. He's been working on this. Harold Ramis has been working on this, and, you had Bill Murray, flip-flopping back and forth, and, they just want to do it. They wanted to do a good movie, and they're trying to give us a good movie. And with Bill Murray, flip-flop, if he said yes, we would have gotten the Ghostbusters 3 a while ago. I mean, it would have been an awesome movie. I know Ernie Hudson would have definitely came back and done it. And I heard that a couple of, they were trying to get like younger actors and actresses to take their place, like to do like a, transition phase and stuff like that. Like they did with the Extreme Ghostbusters. And it's funny because like, I know that Shauna Waldron, who played Icebox, wanted to play Bill Murray's daughter, or somebody related to Bill Murray, to play it. She wanted to be in the movie. But I know other actresses like Emma Stone wanted to come and play the movie. I mean, it didn't matter who was going to come in the movie. There were people interested in doing Ghostbusters 3 and coming in and doing it. And I know that Scarlett Johansson's name was thrown in there for either this one or the female cast movie. I don't know. It's just kind of weird to see her go from doing like severe like what was that movie? Match Point, the Woody Allen movie. She did an amazing job playing a psycho in that one. Then she goes and does the Avengers and Marvel comic book movies. I don't know. It'd be kind of different to see her do that kind of movie. I think she needs to do a role that's totally different, because she's getting typecasted and playing a tough girl with like hardly any emotions. Now with Black Widow, it's perfect because she's supposed to be. She compartmental. Oh Jesus. Compartmentalizes herself, so she doesn't really show that much emotion with the character, which is kind of cool. But as well, it's like she can't get typecast. She needs to break out of that and do some more things. Lucy was kind of the same, really. In the beginning, she was more awesome when she was getting more and more. What is it called? So she was accessing more and more part of her brain, percentage wise, and her emotion level just went from here down to like non-existent. I would like for her to break out and do more roles, but as far as this goes, all female cast, I think I don't know what kind of a comedy they're gonna do. If they're gonna go for comedy, because Ghostbusters was a comedy, but it wasn't like raunchy comedy. It wasn't quote unquote after hours comedy, if you want to go over there. It was like it wasn't even a dark comedy, but it wasn't like super lighthearted. It was just funny for situations. But I mean, if they were to go serious, I wouldn't mind seeing a serious Ghostbusters movie, like a straight serious, like take a serious horror movie, Ghostbusters movie. I'd be down to see that. But I love the comedy version of it because it's hilarious. It's awesome. It's just the way they approach the ghosts, and they're not they're not professionals. Because I mean, the characters are basically starting this new job career, and it's like nobody knows how to catch a ghost, how to handle situations like that. It's all new to everybody. So of course it's gonna be comedy. It would work as an action, but it definitely works as a comedy. Drama, no, of course not. That's just stupid. It's not a tearjerker. Oh my god, blah blah blah. No, it's not that. With that being said, things that we need to see not happen in the reboot. Do not rehash scenes that were done, scenes or scenarios that were done in the original. Please, for the love of God, do not do that. We've seen that time and time again. It's a reboot. It's a remake. We're doing it differently. We want to distance ourselves from the original. We want to try new, different things. Yes. But then don't come over around and do throw this movie in our face and say, here we go, and we go watch it and go, that's the same shit that I watched the last time with different actors and different. I go, come on, you just took a different route and took us onto the same highway, but you just took a different direction to get onto that highway. Don't do that to us, please, for the love of God. I'm sick and tired of remakes, reboots, rehashing of movies. That's why I'm totally against reboots and remakes and any other rehashing of older movies. If you're gonna do the same crap over and over again, the only time I would bother watching a remake of a movie that does the movie pretty much the exact same way is if it's all it's doing is just basically updating it for like the special effects wise. Like Clash of the Titans was a good remake. What was another one? Wolfman was a pretty good remake. I liked it. To me personally, I loved it. I thought it was pretty cool. They did change a few things here and there. What was that movie called? Fright Night. That was a solid remake. I loved it. I loved the original. I love the second one. And it's sad. The second one that they did was a straight-to-video BS piece of crap. I mean, horrible. But Anton Yelchin did an amazing job. He's an amazing actor. Colin Farrell, another amazing actor. You had Chris Sarandon come back with praise, doing a cameo appearance. I mean, that's the kind of love that I love to see when you do in a reboot or a remake. That you have an original actor from the original series come in and make a cameo appearance. It doesn't have to be a blatant cameo appearance. It could be something small like Chris Sarandon did. That'd be amazing. It's just the fact that you show them love and you show them respect. The respect that they deserve, because they were in the original movie. They brought you the movie that made it, a cult classic, a big blockbuster hit. Whatever status that movie is, they're the ones that, deserve the respect to, give them a little nod in your remake or reboot. Now, with that being said, don't blatantly take their movie, rip it apart, and start going, well, we're going to do something different, and then give us the exact same thing, but take certain things out to make it work in a certain different way. I know I'm ranting. As you can see, I hate that kind of crap. So as far as the Ghostbusters reboot, I hope this female cast does an amazing job. I hope they have a great writing team working on a great... I hope the script's an amazing script, because, damn it, you're going to need an amazing script. Special effects better hold up to the damn standards that for this kind of movie to do what they got to do. Because if you guys don't, your guys gonna bomb big time, and you don't want that. With that being said, I think Kristen Wiig is definitely could definitely pull off the role of the team lead. Of all these actresses that are in there, I've only seen Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy act. And I haven't had them seen them. I haven't had. Today is not my day for speaking, folks. I am sorry. I have not had the chance to see them act in a role where they're playing intelligent, like scientific intelligent characters. This would be something different for any of them. Playing any kind of character with the PhD, stuff like that. It'll be a breath of fresh air for all these actresses. Well, mainly Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig. It'll be a breath of fresh air to see them do something differently. And for Melissa McCarthy, keeping her from getting typecast as those grungy-looking, tired, worn-down women. I mean, come on, let's just step it up. And most of you guys remember her from Gilmore Girls. She played Suki. Then now she's on Mike and Molly. I think her roles in the films like Bridesmaids, The Heat. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like if they keep casting like that and Double Identity Theft, it's just like give her something more. Don't give her the same crap to do over and over again, because that's gonna get tiring fast. Give her something better to work with, please, folks. I mean. She's an amazing actress. Give her room to do stuff. And that being said, with this one, the special effects definitely have to be there. I would love to see, if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna do the same Firehouse, if they're gonna do anything differently. But I love the fact that they're still gonna use New York City. For that kind of movie, that's definitely a beautiful backdrop to use, and a great city to use it in. They have not released much, detail about it. But there's the fact that we're gonna get a Ghostbusters movie. Even though it's not a third one like we all were hoping for, I'm definitely gonna wait and see with anticipation to see where it goes, hoping to God they do a good job, and hoping to God they don't ruin a franchise opportunity that they had in their hands. But you know, that's just me, guys. That's just how I feel about it. I'm Grim Reaper. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, hit that dislike button. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you're waiting to see this movie. Could care less what your thoughts about it are for a female cast. What would you like to see and not see in this movie? And are you guys ready to go see it, or are you just gonna wait to see how it is until? Or are you guys gonna wait for the trailer? Leave a comment below. Leave a 2 cents, because I'm definitely I definitely read my comments. I'll write you back, and I'll give you guys a shout out in the next video. Because if it's constructive, if it's nothing stupid, I'll definitely give you guys a shout out. And so far, I haven't got any stupid comments, so that's cool. Till then, I'm Grim Reaper. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Taken 1 and 2. The guy who plays the... Yes, the light. The light just... Fuck you, light. Fuck you. Hold on a second. Ugh. There we go. So... damn you made me lose focus. Can't believe it. Fucking light. God. Her brain basically she was accessing more parts of her brain. Jesus. I'm having trouble speaking, folks.